Hi, it's me again, Sarah, and welcome to my vlog. For today's vlog, we're going to talk about Filipino traits and characteristics, Chapter 2, Lesson 5. So in this topic, we will know the different characteristics of the Filipinos. But first thing that we must know is there are two different traits, the positive and the negative traits of the Filipino. The first positive trait is faith in God. So we all know that we may have different religions in different sectors of our country, but what is consistent is that we all have one strong form of faith. And I myself have strong faith in God. So second positive trait is the close family ties. We enjoy the feeling of having and knowing family members are around us, from cousins, aunts, uncles, and grandparents. Some families share their homes, celebrate holidays, and lend a hand to relatives when it is needed. So the next positive traits that Filipinos have is welcoming to visitors. When we have people visit our homes, we always welcome them with smiles, conversation, and food. So we Filipinos always showing our full gratitude and hospitality towards the visitors and other person. Next is obedient and dutiful. We always respect and follow what our parents and adults advise us to do. Not talking back and trusting the adults around us has always been a part of who we are, because they said that if you talk back to your elders or parents, we will have our karma same as what we did to the adult. The next positive trait is respectful. From the mano to saying po and opo to our elders, these words that are a part of our language show how we respect people. We always do this sign of mano when we see an adult or elder. And also when we go to somewhere and we tend to say goodbye to our parents. The next one is helpful. It is expected that we help out in the house and offer to help siblings, friends, and relatives when we can. We have the bayanihan spirit in us, and it is why in times of calamities, disasters, Filipinos are mostly helpful to one another. Not just in times of disaster, but all the time that we need our neighbors, they always there. Next positive trait of Filipino is diligent and patient. Majority of our livelihood in the Philippines is based on agriculture. It takes a lot of back-breaking work to plant the fields. Then it takes a patient to care water and harvest it. The next one is resourceful and creative. During the times when we don't have the means to accomplish something, we find ingenious way or clever way of using that we have to solve our problems. The next positive traits is cheerful. Filipinos have learned not to be depressed, rather than we find a joke and try to have fun even during times of difficulties. The next one is thrifty and frugal. We don't like to waste anything since we don't have a lot. We are careful of what we have, knowing that it will serve us well for a long time. So we are done in the positive traits of the people. So we are now in the negative traits. So first negative trait is nignas kogun. We start something eagerly but lose momentum and don't tend to finish or reach long-term goals. Next negative trait is manana habit. Sometimes, Filipinos would like to put off doing things until it is too late. For example, is fixing what needs to be fixed or saving money for future expenditures. The next is the crab mentality. Filipinos sometimes get jealous of other people's success that may find a way to pull the other person down rather than striving to be better. They tend to look down people rather than pull them up. The next one is colonial mentality. If something is made in America or of a foreign brand, we think it is of greater quality. Some buy foreign products more than we would buy locally made products. The next negative trait is the bahala na. Then helpless, we tend not to act to solve our problems. We usually don't play ahead or plan for contingencies. Instead of covering all our bases, we simply let the fates dictate what will happen. The next one is sore losers. Many times, Filipinos become very competitive and hate losing. At times, when we lose, we find a way to get even. Yes, it is true, but not all. Sometimes, being lose is a lesson on how you're going to win the next battle of your life. The last negative traits of the Filipino have is lack of discipline. Pollution, traffic rules, and following the law are things Filipinos tend to ignore. We like to sell our wares on the streets, beat the red light, and throw our garbage in the wrong places.